Today, I would like to talk to you about how I lost $13 on the Sony FX30. Let's unpack this. So, what happened? After several months of using my ZVE10, I wanted to up my game, and I began to look at YouTube as to the next camera I should get. I wanted to stay with an APS-C crop sensor, since that's what the ZVE10 is. And so it was a choice between the A6700 or the FX30. And I kind of chose the FX30 only because I'm mainly doing videos for YouTube, and on occasions I'll do interviews with family members in order to learn how to record and how to edit that type of video, especially using two cameras, so I can get two angles. And so originally I was using my ZV-10. I have two of them, but I was looking at the fact that the FX30 has the better sensor, and it also has the fan, which will keep it from cool so it won't overheat. And plus, I'm kind of digging in or delving into cinema related information. That's what I watch on YouTube a lot of times. I don't know if I want to be a cinematographer. That's a lot. But videographer, that sounds really good, because I do like to do video, and I like to edit as well. And so I decided on the FX30, and I had went to a couple of camera shops here in North Carolina, and they didn't have any used ones, and that's basically what I was looking for. I was looking for something used. I didn't want to pay brand new for that, based on my budget. But one morning before I went to work, I saw this website. It was called Camera Hold, and I looked through the site to make sure that the site was legit. It had stories, had nice pictures and everything like that. So I took a chance and did a dance, and I purchased a FX30. It was at a very good price, less than what I saw online. I know, but anyway. So I purchased it. I got notification that thank you for your purchase. In 1 to 2 days, you should receive a confirmation telling you about tracking. And so after 1 or 2 days, I didn't hear anything, and so I started reaching out to this company, and I tried calling, nothing. I tried email, nothing. And so I'm feeling uneasy at this particular time. I'm like, man, I hope I didn't get taken. And so I ended up started to do some more research as to this business, which is what I probably should have done in the first place. This business was supposed to be out of Kansas, and so I dug in and got on the computer and started doing my research, and come to find out that the address that was on the website, there was nothing in that space. And so at this particular time, I'm kind of, like freaking out, like, okay, what am I gonna do now? I did use my credit card to purchase this camera. And so I reached out to the credit card company, and I told them basically what was going on. And they said, well, we can go ahead and do a case to get your money back. And I was thinking, I said, well, let me just hold off for a few more hours, and maybe I can kind of figure out, maybe something, the company would get in touch with me. But anyway, so what I ended up doing is, aside from the fact that I used my credit card, I also, this company was in with called Shop. It's an e-commerce company where businesses sign up through this to sell their goods. And what I ended up doing was I emailed Shop, because there is a section where if you have problems with a vendor, you can email them. And so I emailed them, and after about a day or two, this camera hold, they were in the process of refunding my money. And it was kind of odd too that when I looked at my statement prior to this, my statement showed an international charge, and I'm like, well, why am I getting an international charge for this camera when everything was supposed to be stateside and was supposed to be out of Kansas? And so I did a little research on that, and there was a charge, and it come out of Australia. And I was like, okay. So, but long story short, they canceled the order supposedly, and they refunded my money back. So I got my money back, but I did not get the $13 back that I was charged for an international fee. So I never really thought that this was going to happen to me, but it did, because I call myself being, diligent as far as when I order stuff online, that these companies are who they say they are. So the most important takeaway from this is always purchase from a reputable business. And I learned my lesson. I did. And the funny thing about it is when I went to Sony, because I went to Sony after I got my money back, I went to the Sony website, and they didn't have the FX30, but they had a listing of businesses or companies that you could go through them in order to purchase the FX30. But I am shooting this on an FX30. I ended up going to I found a FX30. It was open box on Best Buy. Now, under the description, it said fair, and I was like, well, and it was at a good price. I think it was like $1,600. That's what the website had, $1,600. And so I said, well, let me just go look at it. And so when I went to look at it, the camera was like it was brand new. There was like a cord missing, I believe, and some of the literature was missing. But aside from that, the camera was like it had never been used. And I had asked about the history, and the person that sold me the camera, they were saying that basically this person had the camera, but they hardly ever used it. So I'm thinking that the person probably was using a full frame camera, and so they just decided just to return it. So I was able to purchase this camera. And the crazy thing about it was, when I was in the process of purchasing the camera, the person that I was dealing with, I said, well, the camera says the website said it was $1,600, and the guy was like, oh, no, it's actually $1,469 or something to that degree. So with tax, I paid a little over $1,500. So I guess I got double for my trouble. And now, so I'm just in the process of trying to learn how to use this camera, because it's definitely different than the ZV-E10. I would still continue to use the ZV-E10, but I definitely want to put this in my workflow. This will probably be my main camera with the ZV-E10, the camera B or C or something like that. And I know that the color's gonna possibly be a little different. I'm just gonna have to learn how to get the colors right, get the ISO and white balance and all of that together, so that hopefully I can kind of blend in. But please, buy from a reputable business. And also with Best Buy, when they say it's fair, they say the condition is fair, go into the store and look at it. You may just be surprised at what you find. I'm going to stop it right there. I'll come back when I have more time. Talk to you soon.